All right. Okay, guys, welcome to Dreamstruck. It is Tuesday. I did it again. I'm trying to change my microphone and I just keep muting myself. Okay, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Who cares? Okay, so today we're talking about the new incentive that just got posted. So if you have not already, download your tracker. I put the Google Drive in the chat. If you don't see it, if you just joined, then you'll have to do it again. Or there is a downloadable one in the workstation under the incentive tab, and it says track your progress and then download printable tracker. So it's at the top of the page. So, and it's pretty cute. It's very intensive. Like there's a lot of things, but if you like to color circles, color by number, I feel like that's a winner for you. Okay. If you want to do numbers like this is what you're going to fill out. Okay. So tonight we're going to go over how to earn this. So how many of you guys, share in the chat below, do you think you can earn this trip? One. So drop a 1 below or wave your hand, whatever, but drop a 1 in the chat if you think you can earn this trip, or you know for a fact you can earn this trip. And then I want you to drop a 2 below if you are afraid you can't, or you think you can't. So 1 if you know you can, 2 if you're not sure. Oh, we got some 2s.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe a couple of you guys put a 2 on accident, but that's fine. I got fat fingers too, so you can change your vote if you need to, but okay, so it's fine. All right, so I appreciate you guys putting a 2 because, like some of us said at the beginning, there's a lot involved, and you may not be sure you can do this, but I will. This is why we're here tonight, is to tell you you absolutely can. But if you think you can't, you're right as well. Okay, so if you think you can't, that's what you're not going to earn it. Okay, but if you think you can, you will. So how do we eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time, folks. So this is where we break it down. So the very first level is 18,000 points. This will get you Scentsy Family Reunion. If all of you guys do not earn Scentsy Family Reunion, I'm gonna give you a spanking. Okay, just this is straight up. You're gonna get a swat on the butt, because no sponsoring points required. You don't have to sponsor a single person. All you have to do is sell to get reunion. Okay, so everyone is going to reunion, right? Drop a 5 below that you're going to reunion. Okay, for sure you are going to reunion no matter what, because that's right, I'll give you all a whooping. Amanda, I can't wait. I can't read the chat. I gotta close it because I'll get distracted. Okay, so trip for 1 is 25,000 points. This is 1,250 sponsoring points required. So does anyone want to cover how to do that? Emily, Amber, Kelly, some people have their trackers already filled out because they are super overachievers, which good for you.
Well, I do not have my tracker filled out yet, but I can go over sponsoring points.
Okay, girl, you go.
Maybe.
That's
Excuse
okay.
me. Okay, I'm sorry. It went down the wrong side.
That's all right. Don't get all choked up over this. It's okay. We got this.
I'm all choked up. No, I'm fine. Okay. So sponsoring points are super important and not as complicated as people think. So with your sponsoring points, you are going to get 250 points from everyone you've sponsored before August 1st. Write that down, before August 1st, who has not yet certified. The first thing I do on my tracker is write down all of my people who joined prior to August 1st who have not yet certified. Does that make sense? I write their names on the tracker. Yes, because when they do certify, starting yesterday, you get $250, 250 points for them. Cool. Now, you want to help all of those people who joined prior to yesterday certify for the 2 per person. But you also want to, of course, be continually sponsoring. So the people who joined under you as of yesterday When they certify, you get 1,000 points per person. Okay, does that make sense? Put your questions in the chat if you have any questions. If they join prior to August 1 and they haven't yet certified, when they certify, 250 points. If they join as of yesterday, when they certify, 1,000 points. Good? My husband's
Really
trying.
Okay.
Can everyone?
Yep, we can still hear
Sorry. Cool. So that is for certified. Then we're going to keep working with those people, and we're going to work with all of the other people that we've already sponsored who have already certified, because when those frontline promote to lead, star, superstar, or director, we get another 1,000 points. Now think about that for just a moment. Think about that one rock star you have who has the potential to promote to certified and lead and star and superstar and director before the end of January. You get 1,000 points, sponsoring points, for every single time they promote. No one can count themselves out of this. Does that make sense? Did I cover sponsoring points?
I think so. Clear as mud, everybody? Got it? Okay. So if someone signed up today, I don't get points until they become certified.
Right.
That's
they can't
correct.
just, they got to promote.
Right. They got to promote. Okay. So also, so here's what I was just figuring out I forgot to tell you guys. So just to earn registration for PRV, if you get your PRV consistency, which is 2,500 points, we're going to subtract that from the 18,000. You need $2,583.33. So we'll just round up to $2,585. Okay, so that is your PRV goal that you want to put for planned PRV, $2,585 in every single of the 6 months. And because this is fall season, it's incredibly doable. Okay, so this is if only you want to do PRV for that first level. Okay, so $2,585 is your minimum. And for some of you guys thinking, holy crap, that's really a lot, but it's not. You just got to really be intentional in working your business and talking to new people and following up with all of your previous customers. Okay, so make sure you fill that into the tracker for level 1. Okay, then to earn the trip for 1, you need to have 25,000 points and 1,250 required sponsoring points. And so that means we need to have 1 certified new or 1 certified old, right? That's it. 2, right? Kelly, you want to talk about that?
Yep. So sponsoring is something that I take a lot of pride in, because that's how you're going to consistently grow your business. Yes, the points are low, right? Like Carol just said, you have to get 1 new recruit in 6 months and somebody who's older, maybe is not certified yet. That seems very, very easy, right? But you guys have to look at the big picture of that. You should also not only be recruiting 1 person, I would tell you guys to do 3 or 4, because you want to grow your business in this busy season. Since he is basically, I don't know if I should say this, I feel like they're handing us this trip, okay? If you don't earn this trip because you didn't sponsor 1, and I'll call it 1.5 people, there's something wrong, and that you really need to look and reevaluate your business. And this is like the mama bear coming out and talking, because you should constantly be looking to grow your business. What's going to happen, guys, is if you have a business, let's say you're a director and you only have 4 people and 3 of them have to get active, but only 2 are active, you're losing a whole lot of money. So if you're in this business for friends, great. I'm in this business to make money, and I don't want to lose any little bit of money, right? But we're going to talk about the incentive trip piece of it. And you have to consistently sponsor. They're making you sponsor. They're not making you, because this is optional. You don't have to earn the incentive trip, but there's nothing like it. And once you go on 1, you're never going to want to miss 1 again. So if you sponsor 3 people and you get them certified, that's 3,000 points right there, which goes into your whole total as well as grows your team. And who are them 3 people going to get to know? But I'm going to tell you the secret sauce of sponsoring. You want to do it now. You do not want to wait till December 15th, right before Christmas, and you have to get them certified before the end of the incentive period. It's hard. It is hard making people work. It is hard making them do things. It's hard making them sell, especially when they don't want to. They're going to say, oh, I got so many things to do. I'm at football tonight and I have ballet practice, and they're going to give you every goddamn excuse. and it's your job to get them to certify. So lots of party flipping. That's a genius idea. Have a bunch of parties, do some flipping, get your people in, but get them in sooner than later. My strategy, I am strategy queen. I get all my people in before October. For rule of thumb, if Sensi told me right now that I had to sponsor 6 people, I would have sponsored 6 people and they will all be in before October. So that gives me November, December, and January to get their butts moving. Do not wait until after October to do it. I mean, you can do it. I've had people that have $1,000 parties, but they're very rare. They are not going to be handed to you, and they will come, but I don't want you guys to count on that. I want you to do the work now, get them in. And right now we have an amazing, amazing deal where you get a free warmer with a $300 50 party. Okay, you can totally flip that. They're over a quarter of the way there. Show them the benefits of becoming certified. And then once they become certified, you're going to show them the benefits of being lead. Lead, you show on the consultant locator. Why do you want to be a lead before October? Because we're going to have a holiday launch, and that's where you're going to make some really good money. So right now you're going to get a free warmer. But in October, you're going to get a killer paycheck because you're going to be on the consultant locator that shows anybody leading above. That is the benefit. So show them the benefit, not I need 1,000 incentive points, so you need to promote to lead consultant. That's not how it's going to work because I'll probably give you the middle finger. So be positive, encouraging, motivate them, and get your trackers done. The other trick, print off your front line. If you do not know how to do a frontline report, do a frontline report only, the people that you sponsored with their title and their team size. So you can see if I have somebody on my frontline report that only has 2 people and they're still certified, I can get them to lead. Okay. I have their name written down. I put the points right here on your incentive tracker of the different options, and you know where your points are coming from. But if you guys don't write this down and print this tonight, you don't know where the hell you're going. This is your roadmap. This is your directions on where you're going. You need the map because otherwise you're just wandering around aimlessly.
And one of the things too that I wanted to address is that all of your superstar directors are willing to help you, right? We're willing to have one-on-one coaching with you and actually help you fill out your game plan. I mean, at least I think everybody is. Probably should have asked that before I said that. But I mean, your director, your superstar director, your upline is there to help. So, and that's what we want to help you fill this out. If you start going and doing stuff and you're like, I don't think I'm on course, that's where we get to help and figure out, because there's lots of other things. There's other ways to earn bonuses. If you are a lead consultant and higher, you get an activity bonus being paid at rank every single month, being paid at title. So that's another huge advantage, is to be paid at title. That doesn't count towards the sponsoring points, but it does count towards your PRV points. You also get personal promotions. The first time that you promote to a new level, you get promotion points. So that's going to help you get your points done faster and easier, right? Because anybody, when can I call you, Carol? Why not? We'll schedule it there. Just shoot me a message. But anyway, so make sure that you print your tracker tonight, guys. So I know it was in the chat. Print this tracker out tonight, and then we want to help you. So Dorothy and Emily, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah. Just as a quick thing with the sponsoring, a little kind of cheat in case you didn't read the FAQ yet. Anything with a star mark next to it under the incentive where it says how to earn, anything with a star next to it is what you're earning sponsoring points for. There was a question that had come up whether or not when you attend World Tour, if that's going to be categorized as regular points or sponsoring points. But that FAQ outlines that no, World Tour does help beef up your points, but it is not being counted as sponsoring. So if you look on the incentive area, I'm on here right now, it does only come from frontline promotions and that 250 rolling points, like Amber mentioned earlier, when they come in before the incentive period began. So, and as long as they've never promoted before. So reinstatements count as well, as long as they've never certified before. So just to kind of go back to the tracker, the one in the workstation looks different. It looks like this. Oops, no, that's not it. It looks like this, and it's fun because you can color it in. It looks like, you know, a roadmap too, just kind of explains what you're coloring in and why. It's very, very basic, and you color as you go. This one is the one that Carol shared that I keep kind of redoing in the chat just so it's staying bumped. This one is more a little bit intricate in terms of, it's really more of a planning goal sheet, because there are options in here to write in kind of what you want to do. My recommendation would maybe be go in with pencil first. You know, whatever you want to plan to do, maybe you can plan that in pen, or in pencil, whatever, and then play around with it and then mark it in when you're like, okay, I like the way this looks. And it does have a marker system where you can write in, you know, the 2,500 points for consistency, the 500 points for world tour, if you know you plan to attend. And then over here, these are all the names like Kelly mentioned. I did that. I went through and I looked at all of my frontline, especially ones that I thought, okay, they have the potential that they could promote to certified or go above and beyond that. And I want to reach out and personally work with them and see what I can do to help them. I'm kind of holding it back for privacy's sake, but all of their names are listed there. And this doesn't account for any of the people that I'm going to sponsor in the new incentive period. These are just the ones I already have. So it kind of gives me, again, like a kind of a working sort of good way to start. But yeah, just make sure, like Carol said, that you're kind of building a framework, because this is not going to be sort of set in stone. You're going to have months where even if you plan your best month, I have mine set because I can earn the trip. If I do 3,000 PRV every single month, which is something that I do feel is good. It's a bit of a stretch for me, not too much, but it's enough. It's a little bit above what I do consistently, but it's something that I feel is within reach. And I think that that's really, really important. If you're barely someone that's hitting 1,000 PRV every single month, setting a goal of 5,000 PRV to earn an incentive trip is a little bit, for lack of a better word, it's a little bit silly. I'm not saying that it can't be done, but like with fundraisers or something like that, I saw Theresa mention that's good, but you know, you've got to build up to that. And so if you're someone who's maybe already doing 1,000, stretch for 2,000, put a couple more parties on your calendar or a fundraiser, something like that. But be realistic about what you think that you can accomplish, because otherwise you're going to kind of fall into this, you know, if you don't hit it, you're going to be really, really disappointed. So just kind of structure it how you want to do. Decide now, do I want to earn registration, or do I want to earn level 1 or level 2? If you want to go for level 2, which is a paid for you and a guest, remember that yes, although the sponsoring points are low, those are just minimums. And whatever you don't sponsor, you're going to have to make up in other areas. So if you plan to just sponsor 2.5 people or 3 people to earn for 2, then you're going to have like 9,000 PRV a month. Like maybe not quite that high, but it's going to be a lot. So just be prepared. And that's why that this document is here to help you kind of figure that out. You can break it down. I was out with my calculator figuring it out. And even if I earn for 2 with getting paid at title as an SSD, getting the consistency points, because I know I'll have that, even with setting, you know, at least minimum 3,000 PRV every month, I still have to sponsor 9 people. I have to have 9,000 points for sponsoring. So I can't just do the minimum, not if I want to earn for 2. So just be prepared for that. But yeah, so Dorothy, I don't know if you wanted to add on to what I was saying, but go for it.
Sure. The only thing I know Carol and I saw Amber in the chat talk about was the consistency points, because I have gotten so many questions over the past day and a half about those consistency points. And just as a reminder, they don't have to be consecutive. So over the 6-month period earning this trip, maybe you don't hit over 1,000 this month, but as long as you do in September, October, November, December, and January, there's your 5 months, and there you will get your 2,500 for consistency. So maybe you do in August, but you don't in September, and you do the rest of the months, then that's fine. But it just has to be 5 out of the 6 months that you hit over 1,000 PRV to get those additional 2,500 consistency points. So that is really, really important. And like, I think it was Amber who had said, you know, like start now, like plan on it now. And like, don't count December, you know, maybe because December is kind of like a half month, right? Because we have the holidays and such. But start planning now that you're going to hit over 1,000 now, so that you're not scrambling in January trying to hit that goal to get those additional points.
Yeah.
And then
And I'll
go ahead.
I want to address, you know, because I know we're talking about thousands and thousands of points here and thousands of points there. And if someone just joined Sensi, that might be a little, you know, overwhelming. And we're all saying it because it's the reality of it. But I want to kind of get into the nitty gritty about those thousands of points. You have to start somewhere. And many of us that were new, like me, when I started, I did earn my very first trip to Cyprus just by doing like 2,000 PRV a month, and then people wanting to join, you know, my team. So when we talk about PRV, there's some people who earn this incentive trip literally like in 1 month. Like there's one lady over 60 years old, and she always earns the incentive trip before any of us. And so it doesn't matter what your age is. It really just matters what your mindset is, what Carol said from the beginning. If you say that you can't, and even if you put a number 2 in earlier, I hope we do another poll at the end and we get some more ones, or even tonight you sleep on it and realize that you can do anything that you put your mind to. But this isn't something that you can just fly in the dark and by accident earn a trip. It takes effort. And the intention of it all is for you to grow a business, not to earn a trip. The trip is the icing on top of the cake. But what Sensi is building for us with all of these trackers and these incentive trips is to teach us that if we sponsor and if we have a considerable amount of, you know, PRV, 2,000 is really realistic, then you can grow a long-term business and really make some lucrative money in this business and earn trips. PRV, you could do fundraisers. I do at least one school fundraiser that's going to generate $9,000 or $10,000 PRV in dollars. Yeah, I'm donating a check to that school, but I'm also getting 10,000 points while I'm, you know, blessing the community. Also, basket parties. You can set out and say, you know what, I'm going to go get some scent testers, and I'm going to divvy them up. And every single month, I'm going to make a plan to get 4 or 5 basket parties out. So while you're working full time, doing other things with your business, doing events, you're going to have 4 or 5 basket party, AKA employees, generating PRV for you. All you have to do is enter the PRV and then, you know, have them pick up the orders. So there's ways. And like Carol said, you know, connect. Set up a time to have a coaching call. It could be anyone really. Also have an accountability partner. I had a friend who did not earn Disney, and she was really kicking herself over and over again. She's like, I should have, but I only missed it by like 1,000 points and sponsoring and blah, blah, blah. And I said, you know what? You're not going to miss another one. So let's be accountability partners. And darn if we didn't eat dinner and dance and have a great time in Alaska because we kept each other accountable. So I just wanted to let you all know that, you know, as we're talking about tracking and earning and points and consistency, it really just boils down to PRV, you know, which is selling. And then it boils down to sponsoring, and it boils down to being consistent. And if you have those 3 measures in your business, then great. You know, you can earn this trip, but you can have long-term success that lasts beyond this trip. So I know, Dorothy, you were going to mention something about events, world tour.
I think Emily had already covered it.
Oh, the
I
world.
had the question earlier.
Okay. All right.
We
Back
just
to
have grow with the flow left, which I mean, I'll just be honest. I don't even know.
I don't think that's supposed to be there.
I don't think it's
whoever-
supposed to be on there. That was from an old challenge. So I think that needs updated, right, Kelly? Is this wrong? Because we didn't get any points from grow with the flow. That was
No, just cross it out.
okay. All right. So if you downloaded the tracker, just cross that part out because that is wrong. It was from a previous one. Because what we do is we reuse a lot of the same tools, so we don't reinvent the wheel, and we just change the stuff. So sorry about that. World tours will be different locations, hopefully one near you, and more details on that is coming. And so you're definitely going to want to attend World Tour. It's 500 points, and it's wonderful. It's a mini convention. It's one single day, and it's going to be great. So it'll be January and February. Yeah. And just not sure what parts. And so, you know, I scribbled out stuff So, oh, you might want to print 2 of them, you know, so you can make it look pretty. Or I should have just used a pencil like Emily suggested. But okay, so this is how you guys are going to earn. Now, I want to share really quick. We have 5 minutes left. I have earned every incentive trip except for the very first one. And you want to know why I didn't earn the first one? Because there wasn't a tracker. I mean, and we didn't even know how to track anything. So I didn't, only 2 people earned the first one, and that was Adie Mitchell and Kristen Glauser. And they went to Hawaii with Orville and Heidi and just rented a house and bought food at Costco. So that's how they earned the first trip. So now with these trackers, there's literally no reason for you guys to not earn this trip. And so we are super spoiled, but let's take another poll and be like, do you feel more confident in earning this trip now that we've kind of explained things? There is so many ways to get these points. And I know for some of you who are like, I don't know where to start, you just have to start. Okay, you really got to connect your calendar to your checkbook, which is what I'm thinking we'll go over that again. I think will be very important. But when you plan your calendar out, you're planning parties we're back home partying. We're doing Facebook parties. You know, if you can't get a party, hold your own party, right? Have an open house, like what Emily just said in the chat. There are so many ways for you to get PRV. People are out there, they're ordering on Amazon, which people shouldn't sell on Amazon, but people are buying bars on Amazon because their consultants are not serving them. And they're not following up and they're not checking. And so please continue to follow up with your customers, reach out, leave your information everywhere you go. Even if it's a product sheet with a tiny little sample or sprayed with a room spray, leave your information everywhere you go. Make a plan, find fundraisers, find local events, hold snip and I can't even say that word, Dorothy, snip and shifts. That sounds bad, sorry. Okay, I can't even say the words, okay, but just whatever. Hold a smell and sell. That's probably better for me. I'm turning all beet red because I think it almost sounds like I said ship. I shipped my pants. Okay, so you guys, this is absolutely possible for you to earn. Many people earn this. And I know they have made these points extremely doable because they want you to earn. So in the workstation, there are examples. Start earning points now. My starting title, certified consultant. You can go through there and see kind of a small breakdown of some points to get an idea of what do I need to do? Who do I need to become to earn this trip? Okay, so that's something that you might want to tell yourself is who do I need to become to earn this trip? Because you are worthy, you are able, you can do this. And so if you think you can't, then you can't, you won't. But if you think there's just this glimmer, I mean, a tiny minuscule of hope inside of you, you can earn this trip. You will be amazed at magical things that will happen to you, business that will come to you easily, sponsors, you know, like new team members that will come to you and be like, hey, I think I want to do this too, because your energy is electric. And it's magnetic, and people want to be with you because of you, because they like you, they know, like, and trust you, they want to do business. So show people more of you. Let them know that this is the best company to be a part of, because it absolutely is. And I couldn't imagine being part of it. Any other company, I think all the other panelists and everyone on here, you know, type a heck yeah in the chat, you know, if you think Scentsy is the best company to be a part of, because it really truly is. And earning a trip will change your life. Just like what other people said, why not vacation for free, right? Who doesn't want a free vacation, Scentsy style? And once you do that, you never go back. And if you've earned a trip on this, pop it in the chat. Yes, say trip earner, right? Then I've earned a trip, I've traveled for free. Free trips are the best. And so why not? It's not actually free, guys. You actually get taxed on it, but whatever, it doesn't matter.
Make sure you read the FAQ too. We did, I think, a great job tonight sharing what we know with the trackers and the information that's been provided to us. There's always going to be some, you know, fine-tuned things that you want to be aware of. There's compliance that we still need to, you know, follow. So you don't want to bonus buy your way into this trip. That doesn't make any sense. So don't just allow this call to be your only platform on earning this trip. Each one of us panelists, we have to go to that FAQ and we always have to reference it. I know I do. So you might even want to print it if you don't want to log into your workstation. But, you know, if I've already coached you and you keep coming back to me, asking me how many points, I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you where to find the points. So that way you can be empowered to earn this trip. If you are not sharing about your business, and I'm not saying spamming on, if you're not sharing your business on your personal timeline or on your Instagram front, and you're just doing it in hidden privacy in your VIP groups, it's going to be hard to earn the trip. You want to share and expand your reach, and you're not going to do that if you're only talking to the same 40 people every single day. You've already exhausted that. All right. So,
and then let me say also, stories are only seen by people that you're already friends with or that follow you. So don't rely on story posting either, guys. So public posting on your pages, make all your Scentsy posts public on your Facebook page, guys. You can't make Facebook page VIP Facebook groups public. No, Megan, you can't. It's not possible. Groups aren't public. Well, I guess you can make it a public group. You're right. Yeah, you can make it a public group, but I don't know. I don't like that. Why you guys are all laughing at me because I just talk things through as I'm walking, but okay. All right. So yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. Okay, guys, see you next Tuesday. Get those trackers filled out. We are going on a vacation of your choice. Okay, bye, guys. Have a good night.
Have a good night, everybody.
Bye, everyone.